All right. So next, number 7, justify the use of hidden SSIDs. Hidden SSIDs are something that was that was developed by wireless manufacturers years ago, back in the days of WEP. When we discovered that WEP was insecure, many of the hardware manufacturers took it upon themselves to provide a method that they called a security tactic known as hiding the SSID. And the problem is this really doesn't hide it at all, and it shouldn't be considered as a security tactic. So when we hide the SSID, all we're doing is within the beacon frames, there's one field called SSID field, and that field is blanked out. So it's sent out with a null value in that field. All the rest of the beacon is still there, so all the other detail information is there for anybody to see. There's more than one way to view an SSID on a wireless network, and the beacon is only one of those ways. Other methods are the probe request and the possibly probe response and the association request frame. They also contain the SSID, and you can't hide the SSID in those frames. So here's how we tell if a hidden SSID is in use, and it's up to you to justify the reason for their being. In this case, under marker number 1, we see SSID, we see a ton of what are referred to as hidden networks. So this just means that within the beacon field for that radio, for this SSID, the SSID field has been sent out blank. The remainder of the beacon is there. All the other information, such as the MAC address and the access point name, are all there. The signal strength is all there. So if we just take a look at this particular one here, we see here's something with a hidden SSID. So sure, we don't know what the SSID itself is, but we do know the BSSID, the MAC address. We know it's access point room 104F, and we know that the signal strength, we're pretty close to it because that's a neg 60 dBm signal. And we also know the channel it's on. So all that information is available. You're really not gaining much when you hide the SSID. In fact, because it was developed as a proprietary mechanism from different hardware vendors, it's non-standardized, and sometimes that has been an issue that provides connectivity problems. And so for that reason, unless you have a good reason for hiding the SSID, then just don't do it at all. Use visible SSIDs. Again, it's even hard to think of a good reason to use a hidden SSID. The only reason that I can really think of is to try to reduce the number of SSIDs that show up in your scan when you use your network client device to determine what SSIDs are available in the area. But it really doesn't provide any kind of protection and usually causes more problems than it's worth. So for this baseline best practice, number 7, we would fail this because these hidden SSIDs are, number 1, you're using hidden SSIDs. There is no good reason for it. Nobody knew why these were being hidden, and they're both on 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. That's just extra overhead traffic that's not adding to the user experience in any way. So we'd suggest that you get rid of those, unhide the hidden SSID, and instead use a security mechanism and a name that would preclude anybody from inadvertently connecting to that SSID.